Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are featuring the Polish Tier 10 Premium Heavy Czołg P and what it can do when things go right. So it is a super heavy which is mobile enough, however it has the same terrible gun as 60 TP but better mobility. Also only 6 degrees of gun depression. Not a fan of it how console changed its alpha and lowered the gun depression as well as armor. However, super heavies are difficult to balance because they have usually better armor and they're very strong against tier 8s, decently strong against tier 9s, and just a HP pinata against tier 10s, especially against good tier 10s. So that's why you have to kind of balance it in a way where they are not too OP for tier 8s and then not too weak for tier 10s. And that's what we will see here. Just driving in several cores, going towards the C4 position, try to play hull down, use limited gun depression. And as I was going, T249 was spotted and stationary, do manage to hit him. Wasn't fully aimed, but glad that pesky fly or mosquito is out of the way with this annoying gun. And this is one of the games where most of the things go wrong, or go right actually. But unfortunately my luck come to an end towards the end of the game, and we were not able to get the 5-digit mark. Nonetheless, still a decent game. The game was slow. I had my teammates supporting me, as well as there are so many tier 8s and even the tier 10s, they were not very, I would say, experienced. They just stayed there allowing me to pen them. But most importantly, my teammate was very helpful. So first shot, VK, peeked sideways, beautiful. Took my time and managed to hit his side for 700. And while I was reloading, another tank, a tier 8, another tier 8, just driving sideways, allowing me a free shot. Enemy 268, he looks a little upset. Someone stole his lunch money, and he ended up penning Centurion there. However, he has overcommitted himself and he will pay the price. You know, it's always frustrating when someone just overpushes you, but at least it's somewhat satisfying when he gets punished for it. And so far I am penning my every shot, as well as have the support of my team, tank destroyers at the back. And that's how I guess the ideal position is for a super heavy. You are in a forward position, you are, you know, taking as much hits as necessary, and then you have team supporting you. In this case, because this is a point you need gun depression, even Centurion is helping me, and another beautiful shot into the E5. And ammo racking him, or damaged his ammo rack, and bringing my total to 4,000. And what do I see? There is a tier 8 VK still. I think he's the one I penned earlier on. My first shot, he wasn't moving at all, allowing me time to aim at his hatch. So the gun is, I guess, enough where if I hit the weak spots, I can pen them. Like VK's hatch as well as mouse turret, you can pen them if they don't wiggle it too much or they stay stationary, because you know the shell velocity isn't the great. And now the mouse also they're just all feeding me damage. Everything is going right. I did lose 600 HP, but that's where the extra HP come in. Again, the mouse not really angling and allowing me to put another shot into him, bringing my total to 6,000 damage. And at this point I'm like, okay, let me think. There is a possibility of 10k because I'm at 6,000. I have 1,500 HP left. Again, a lot of tier 8s, and they still have 10 tanks alive. I wasn't sure if the mouse will move, so I just decided to go with HE. Still hit him for 400, so not bad. And at this point, decided to be a little bit aggressive here. And this is where the gun depression limitations comes in. When they were coming onto me, I was able to aim. But as soon as I had to go forward, not only did a tier 8 pen me, and that's the thing, even in the very beginning, a tier 8 just went through my armor. So it can bounce when it's side scraping, but as soon as you try to be a little aggressive, you will get punished. So this time I learned from my mistake and I decided to side scrape and aim for his hatch, as he seemed a little confident. At least from this position I won't get shot by both E5 and VK. Nonetheless, high rolled for 7, took him out of the game, and now this E5 is also backing up. Moving forward, I do see Death Star. He is focused over on the other side. So just making my way slowly as there is an opportunity here. You know, shaky hands, as you don't want to miss. And this isn't a tank where you can regularly achieve that number. Everything has to go right, or most of the things. You know, you need to have a lot of 8s, 7s, or sorry, 8s and 9s, and then not the greatest tier 10 players. And that's the case in this game as well. So Death Star not really paying attention, do manage to pen him for 800, bringing my total to 8,000. All I need at this point is 2,000 more damage. I want this E100 to go forward, as usually there's someone in the corner pre-aiming, and that's FB in this case. Wanted to take out the Death Star, but my teammate did. And switching to HE here, a little bit risky shot. However, I do ended up penning him with HE for 955, bringing my damage to 9,000. All I need is one HE shot now, or 2 AP pens, and luckily they also took out our tier 8. So now the score is close. 6 tanks still alive, and they are healthy as well. E100 is charging for FV. I see them on the lower side. I should have just peeked from the middle, but I saw they're coming back, so I decided to go back. I don't have the lot of HP here. Dino 2 still can take like 1 or 2 shots, but unfortunately for me, my team is just going on the other direction. Even this E5, they don't see them. They're coming from the backside, but these guys aren't. But I was still hopeful that all I need is 2 pens. I can take 2 shots. E5 side of E5, and that's where you see here lack of gun depression and quick aim messed it up for me. And I could have killed that E5 over there. Unfortunately couldn't, and here I does not have the gun depression either though. It's the same Centurion that came back to help me. I cannot take another shot from E5 because if I do, that pattern will also pen me. So waiting for right opportunity, and still 5 tanks remaining. Unfortunately, a couple of the tanks rotated to the other side. I wasn't expecting them to do that. Meanwhile, our E4 flanks the E5, took him out of the game. Only 2 tanks remaining. And I was hoping, well, no longer a 10k, but maybe I can get a shot on to Patton 700 as I was aiming down. E4 reloads and take him out of the game as well. And the last tank is over on the other side. So all the dreams were shattered, but nonetheless, you know, if things go right, you can do decent damage, but they just won't go right too often. If there are too many tank destroyers, too many tier 10s, too many hull down tanks, as there are a lot of or majority of the tanks are better than this tank. It is okay to play, and hopefully it will actually get buffed as well, like every other season pass. But nonetheless, I was a little sad, but it is what it is. Still my highest damage so far in this tank. Managed to do 9k even. Even at this point I was a little hopeful, maybe this guy will run away and put a shot, but that didn't happen, and he only had 200 health anyway. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you're looking forward to this tank, as it is available for free, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.